Kalika Mata Temple, a Shaktipeeth, is nestled at the picturesque Pawagarh Hill top in the Panchmahal district of Gujarat. It is an important pilgrimage destination for lakhs of devout Hindus who trek up to its summit to the Kalika Mata Temple. The temple complex is part of the Champaner-Pavagadh Archaeological Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site around 55 kilometers from Vadodara. From Champaner, one has to drive around 5 kilometers on a well-maintained hill road up to the parking at Machi Plateau. Thereafter one can either take a cable car or trek on foot up to the temple. The Pawagarh Hill is said to be an outcrop of volcanic eruption and is the only one in the surroundings. It rises to a height of just above 800 meters and comes down in 5 successive plateaus, namely Kalika Mata Plateau housing the Mata Temple at the top, Maulia Plateau, Bhadrakali Plateau, Machi Plateau and Atak Plateau. The drive towards Machi Plateau is very beautiful and captivating. A large number of pilgrims can be seen here trekking on foot.
Though it was a working day on Friday, there was a serpentine queue for buying tickets and boarding cable cars. It took almost 2 hours in the process. A better way is to buy an online ticket one day in advance. Once your program is finalized, it will save a lot of time and inconvenience.
Cable cars, the gondola-type closed cabin monocable cars, are available from Machi Haveli. The ropeway length is 693 meters, with a vertical climb of 97 meters up to Maulia Plateau. One-way trip takes approximately 6 minutes. Thereafter one has to climb another 250 meters on foot to the temple. Nestled on top of Kalika Mata Plateau at an altitude of 822 meters above MSL. The ride on the cable car can be quite unnerving, particularly with the frequent cluttering sound while moving uphill, and more so when a fellow passenger reminds of an accident that took place on 19 June 2003 at the very point where the cables had snapped. Alighting at Maulia Plateau, one has to climb another 250 meters on foot to the temple. There is a proposal for new 250 meters long ropeway that will take passengers further and alight them 30 to 40 meters from the temple. Chandraprabha and Suparshvanatha Jain temples are 2 small temples built near Kalika Mata Temple. On 18 June 2022, a redeveloped Kalika Mata Temple was inaugurated by the Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi. A Dvaj, temple flag, was hoisted and unfurled at the shikhar of the temple after almost 500 years that was believed to be destroyed by 15th century ruler Mahmud Begra. Dating from the 10th to 11th centuries, the goddess Kalika Mata was initially worshipped by the local Bhil and Koli people until she was later invoked and installed by Vishwamitra on Pawagarh Hill summit, where she is worshipped as a form of Durga or Chandi. The temple has 3 images of goddesses. The central image is of Kalika Mata, flanked by Kali on the right and Bahuchar Mata on the left. Kali Yantra is worshipped in the temple. An animal sacrifice of any kind is strictly prohibited for about 2 to 3 centuries. Named in honor of the goddess Kali, the temple is believed to be her residence and is one of the Shaktipeeths. According to the legendary pieces of Shakti, it stands on a spot where the right toe of goddess Kali fell in the form of a hill. Incidentally, Pawagarh Hill is also shaped like a toe. Various legends explain how the Shaktipeeths came into existence. The history of Daksha Yajna and Sati's self-immolation had immense significance. The most popular is based on the story of the death of the goddess Sati. Out of grief and sorrow, his anger not abated, and immersed in grief, Shiva then picked up the remains of Sati's body and performed the Tandav, the celestial dance of destruction, across all creation. Frightened, the other deities requested Vishnu to intervene to stop this destruction. As a recourse, Vishnu used the Sudarshana Chakra on Sati's corpse. As the world was thrown into turmoil, to bring back peace and sanity, Lord Vishnu cut Sati's lifeless body using Sudarshan Chakra into 51 pieces. It is believed that these pieces fell on earth at various places which came to be known as Shaktipeeths. A brief history of Champaner. It is said that King Vanraj Chowda established Champaner at the foot of Pawagadh in fond memory of his wise minister Champa. Later, the Patai Rawal family ruled it and took care of the boundary. The folk tales say that Mahakali assumed the form of a woman and danced in a garba during Navratri. The last Patai, Jai Singh, watched her with dirty looks. The deity became angry at Jai Singh and cursed him that the town will fall. The Muslim emperor of Gujarat, Mahmud Begda, assaulted Pawagarh and won the hill on the boundary in the 15th century. Patai was defeated and killed. Mahmud Begda shifted his capital from Ahmedabad to Champaner for some time for reasons of diplomacy. He developed the town by constructing buildings such as the fort of Champaner, Uhra Mosque, Mandavi, Kirtistam, the temple of Shalk, Jama Masjid, Nagina Mosque, and Kevada Mosque. The remains of the palace of Begda are still found near Vad Talav, Banyan Pond, 2 kilometers away from Champaner by road. Kalika Mata Temple, being situated on the top of the picturesque Pawagarh Hill, is visible even from far distant places. While descending down on the cable car, one gets an opportunity to have a panoramic and a wonderful view of the entire area. The temple complex is surrounded by natural beauty and is a part of the Champaner-Pavagadh Archaeological Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and one of the biggest tourist and pilgrimage sites in Gujarat, attracting a large number of devotees every year.